I thought I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
What's good, Box Truck Gang? Well, I'm sitting right here. I was like, let me make a video and give some people some knowledge on the game and basically just open their eyes to what's actually happening out here in the world of running a 26-foot box truck. A lot of people get in the game thinking that this shit is easy, that all they got to do is buy a truck, get an MC, DOT, insurance. Well, let me tell you something. Once you see that insurance quote, you really gonna rethink if you even want to buy a truck. And then you're gonna see how much it costs to start your MC, $300. Then you got to get your UCR. And then it all depends on where you're even located. If you're in an area where freight is only coming in, you're trapped. So you also got to look at that as well. But if you're in a place where freight generally moves very, very well, like Ohio, Cincinnati, anything up north, Virginia, DMV area, New Jersey, any of those areas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, those are some good areas to be located and be hubs. So make sure you do your research and do your due diligence on the lane that you will be running and the lanes that you will want to run. Because if you're in one of those spots like, let's say Florida, California, and you're getting freight coming in, it might be a lot of money. You might look at it like, oh shit, Florida getting some crazy numbers, California getting some crazy freight coming in. But then you take that there and you get stuck for 3-4 days because them loads only paying $1.30 to get out of Florida, $1.40 to get out of Florida, and you like, fuck, how do I even get out of here? So make sure you do your due diligence on the lanes you would want to run before you even get your truck. And then second, just making sure that you have all your documents and everything in order so that when you do go to get everything running, it's nice and smooth. You just come up with the fees and come up with the funds to pay the things, and everything is there. You got your UCR, your BOC3, your MC, you got your DOT numbers, you got your insurance. Once that's all in line, everything else will fall in place. But just make sure first, do your due diligence on the lanes you will be running, where you're located. Is the box truck business suitable for you if you have to deadhead 150 miles out of your state? Or is it suitable for you if every time you go back, can you take $1.30, $1.40 to get out of your state to go ahead and make them $2.20 a mile loads and things like that once you get up north and have that aged MC? Another thing is, I see a lot of people think that they can get in this game and the first month they're going to make money. Like, that's not how it's going to work. And then two, I see a lot of people say, oh yeah, I bought an MC, let it age. Well, sorry to tell you, you actually got to have insurance to make sure that MC stays active. And it has to be $750,000 minimum. And you don't have to have the cargo to keep it active, but you do have to have the $750,000 to keep it active to even age it. And I'll tell you guys now and give you a little free game. You better off running with your MC from day one than waiting 6 months for it to age, because your MC will still look like it's a day one to most of these brokers. Whereas someone that starts fresh, maybe took a load before your 6-month MC, they'll get better rates than you will with that 6-month MC. Yeah, you might have a larger selection of brokers that will work with you, but still at the same time, you will have to prove yourself to those brokers and leave a footprint for them to say, okay, yeah, this is somebody that I will use to deliver my freight. So don't get out here thinking that, oh, aging your MC for 6 months is going to help you more than a person starting day one. It won't. I'm sorry to tell you. Whoever told you that myth, told you that lie, they fucking lied. That don't work. Two, back to what I was saying. Make sure that your truck has everything you need to survive on the road. Whether it's the thermostat, whatever, just make sure everything good with your truck. Make sure you keep it maintenance. Make sure everything good. Another key, a little gem I'm gonna drop for y'all. Make sure when you get your box truck, spray that motherfucking windshield with Rain-X and let it sit, because it will save you a lot of time on this road. And a lot of these thunderstorms and rainstorms, you'll be able to drive through them like nothing. Three, just how the actual game works compared to what people make it seem. It's not what the internet is making it seem. You're not going to get out here and you're not going to drive 2,000 miles in a day and think that you that motherfucker the first day and make $5,000. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You're not getting that Lamborghini. You're not getting that Ferrari. You're not getting that Genesis. You're not getting that Porsche. The first month is not going to happen, let alone the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. When you're building this business at the beginning, a lot of people fail to tell y'all, that most of these months will probably be break-even months until you actually get that rapport with these brokers and actually get your name in the door in this industry. You will be going break-even for a good time. Now, it definitely could dictate depending on where you live, your situation. Every person is different. Don't take it as, oh yeah, because I'm saying that this person got this, that you're not going to get that. Nah, you might be in a good state. You might be able to hit it off at the beginning, $2 a mile, $1.80 a mile, $1.70 a mile, you feel me? And that's just what's possible. But it all depends on your situation, where you're located. It's a bunch of variables. So make sure you take into account and you do your due diligence based off of the variables that you currently are in, and not the variables that person or that guru was telling you based off of what they were in, right? So, because a lot of the time, these gurus make it sound like they give you the best outcome. They never give you the worst. They're not going to tell you, oh yeah, a broker might make you wait 3 hours with no detention because you forgot to tell them to put that on the rate con. They're not going to tell you, oh yeah, a shipper might take another 2 hours to load you and you only got 7 more hours on your ELD or your logs to go ahead and make it back up north to make the drop in the morning. So it's a lot of things that come with it, and just make sure that you do your due diligence about the whole business. Don't just do it based off of what you want to know, because it's easy to do research on things that you want to know, but then it's another thing to do research on the things you need to know, right? So make sure that you're doing the research on the things you need to know and not what you want to know, so that when you get out here, you actually understand it and it's not a news shock to you, right? The only thing that should be a news shock to you when you get in this game, if you've done everything properly right, actually went and took the time to gain information about the game and have information to know what's going on out here, then you're good to go. But other than that, the only thing would be is just making sure that you're able to weather the storms out here, like the real storms, thunderstorms, rain, sleet storms, things like that. So nothing else should be surprising to you once you have reviewed all that information and actually learn the business for what you're trying to do, right? Not what somebody else has done. So make sure that you do learn that. And just learn different things, man, about the business, and then eventually you'll have so much information about the business that you could kind of tell people exactly what's going on, right? But yeah, that's a little bit of game for you guys. Make sure that when you're getting into this game, you do the research for yourself. Don't believe no guru selling your course. Don't believe none of that shit. Do it for yourself, you feel me? Other than that, Botstrap Game, we out this bitch. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you need any help with your 26-foot Botstrap business, go ahead, drop a comment or DM me on Instagram. Peace.